Hi, I'm Ileandra Young, and this is the next episode of my editing diary for Walking the Razor's Edge, my current work in progress, which is the second novel in the Saar's Legacy trilogy, first of which being Silk Over Razor Blades, which is now available through Amazon and CreateSpace. La 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 la. Today is Tuesday, the 16th of June, and I figured it was time to stop in and tell you how much I've done of absolutely nothing. It's been a really weird week. I really haven't done anything. It's weird. I was doing so well last week, and I was up to chapter 16, chapter 16, and today, Tuesday, I've not got anywhere. A combination of being knackered, but you know, kids will do that to you, a combination of having to take the kids places, and just not being able to work in the evenings because I'm just so low and tired. So I'm hoping this week will sort that out for me. As you can see, I've taken a new tack. This is my dressing gown. I don't care. I'm going to work the way I'm comfortable. You can see the study is a bit of a mess. There's computer and curtains and books everywhere, but it doesn't matter, because that apparently is how I work, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great! But in the meantime, I thought it might be a nice idea to read you some of what I've been working on. I have the Kindle, and I'll just turn this bugger on. I'm just going to read you a little section of... This isn't Silk Over Razor Blades. No, it's not Walking the Razor's Edge either. This is Dead or Alive. This is something else I'm working on for newsletter subscribers. Do you know what? I will mention that while I'm here, actually. I have a newsletter. I send it out once a quarter because I don't want to inundate your inboxes with stuff that you don't care about. But in this newsletter, I give you news about what's coming up, which will include these video diaries. It will include short stories that I'm publishing, competitions I might be entering, or events I might be going to, panels I might be part of, just stuff like that. It will also include freebie codes when I have those ready for the rest of my book catalogue. It will include a competition which runs every time I release something new. Basically, if you're a member of the mailing list, every time I release something new, your name will be entered into a draw. You don't have to do anything except join. Your name will be entered into a draw, and I will pick, my random name picker will choose one name from that list to receive a digital or physical copy of whatever I just released, and that happens every time I release something new. As well as all that, I also give away free stories in the newsletter itself. I've just finished sending out a story called The Chapters of Deny to Kia. It's a bit muddled, but it's a combination of high fantasy meets urban fantasy. It's a mashup, basically, and it was a lot of fun to write. Actually, I wrote it a couple of years ago, and I'm going to be releasing that later on as something that people can download and buy. Dead or Alive, which is what this is going to be another one of those stories that I release piece by piece across the newsletter. And if you like it, great, you've got it for free. If you really like it, you can support me by buying it. It won't cost much. It's only a novella. I think it won't be more than about £2, maybe £3 to get as an ebook. And depending on the uptake of that, there will be a physical copy as well, which obviously will be a bit more because there's paper involved. For now, however, I'm going to be reading a little section from Walking the Razor's Edge when I find it on my shitty Kindle of no touchscreen. I swore. No swearing. I don't want to give you spoilers, you see. This is the tricky part. Silly piece of crap, it's not working. Okay, let's just go back. Back. See, I'm not going to read you any of those sections because I haven't edited those yet. Here we go. So this is a scene with Lenina waking up from passing out, which she does a lot in this book, I'm afraid, because bad things keep happening to her. Here we go. I'm not going to tell you too much more about that. I just figured you might like to hear something. Lenina watched him before dragging herself up to the bed and lying down. Fatigue washed over her, so deep and so heavy she could barely lift her head. A moment later, Sean touched her arm. She jumped, spinning to face him. "Are you okay?" he whispered. She shook her head. "I'm sorry. It's not your fault. This isn't really a matter of fault anymore. I'm sorry about you and what you've been through. I'm sorry about your family. I'm sorry about Tristan too." Just hearing his name brought a rush of hot pleasure to her limbs, mingled with cold fury. "Don't be. He's important to you." "No." "He is. For whatever reason. It's okay, Lenina, you don't need to explain, not to me. I've no right to judge you, and from everything I've heard at the station, he was a good man, or he was. If he was, he hasn't been for a very long time." To the right, Richard completing another circuit of pacing. His knuckles gleamed with red blood. He growled when he saw them looking and angled himself towards the window. Twitching aside the curtains, he glared at the gardens below. Without the sound of his footfalls, the air was still and stale. Woohooo. Lenina bit her lip and stared at the ceiling. "I don't know what to do. I don't know how to save everyone." "Maybe you can't. But Jordan, Mum, I can't just let them die." Woo! Westall broke. "It's okay. It was just a tiny piece of wood." Okay. Not to bring back Saar. If only you could understand. He's evil. He's tyrannical. Don't you mean he was? He still is, Sean. He might be locked away in my head, but he's there. I can feel him. And I remember all the horrible things he's done, searching for the right humans to kiss so he could retake Alexandria. He was a monster. Sean reached for his nose, probably to adjust his glasses. They weren't there. The hand dropped lifelessly to the mattress. "He was. You're not. Why don't you try and get some sleep? You look exhausted." "I can't. You're no good to anybody, weak and tired. How's your leg?" Until that moment, she'd completely forgotten about the terrible wound in her thigh. She twisted, easing at one edge of the makeshift bandage to look underneath. "I'll be fine." "Not without blood." She gave him a level look. "There's no blood here." "There's no blood here!" Ah! Okay, yeah. That's actually one of my... God, you're a weirdo. That's one of my favourite scenes, I think. I like the way that Lenina is so completely angsty and just annoying in a kind of, I get why you're upset, but deal with it kind of way, because that's what the whole book's about, really. Silk Over Razor Blades as a book was about learning something new about yourself and what it might mean, and accepting that your life is going to change, whether you want it to or not. That is the core story in Silk Over Razor Blades. Walking the Razor's Edge is all about learning that this change that you just accepted doesn't have to change you and your outlook and your... this fucking stool. It's about learning that you can still do what you need to do, even if it's a horrible thing you need to do, while maintaining yourself and being yourself, which is a good thing. Now, I'm going to get up, because this cherry thing, this is what happens when you have kids. They destroy your furniture and then everything's just fucked up. Lots of swearing today. Stop it. Do you know what? I'm just going to end this. I'm done. I've got nothing more to say, really. I haven't done any work. It's all been crap, and this chair is dying beneath me. So I've been Ileandra Young. I will catch you next time for the rest of my editing diary, where I hope I'll have something interesting to tell you. And you know what? If it's going better, I might not be in my dressing gown, and I'll definitely be on a chair that isn't completely screwed up. Bye. See you next time. Fuck. Help. How do I stop this thing? Going to be great.